Welcome to Essential Biz Marketing. This is Chapter 16, Hiring and Managing Employees. We'll examine how companies handle staffing, training, compensation, and labor relations in international environments. First, we'll explain the three types of staffing policies that companies use. These include ethnocentric, polycentric, and geocentric approaches, each with its own advantages and challenges depending on a firm's international reach. Next, we'll describe the key human resource recruitment and selection issues. This includes how firms attract qualified candidates and evaluate them for cross-cultural effectiveness in global assignments. We'll then summarize the main training and development programs that firms use. These programs aim to build both technical competence and cultural awareness for employees working internationally. We'll also explain how companies compensate managers and workers. Compensation strategies must account for cost of living differences, hardship allowances, and various legal and economic conditions. Finally, we'll describe the importance of labor management relations. These relationships are influenced by national culture, union strength, and local political systems, and they play a vital role in organizational performance. This case examines Intel's global human resource challenges. The company, headquartered in Santa Clara, California, pioneered the microprocessor in 1971. Today, it earns $59 billion annually, with 78% of that revenue coming from outside the United States. Intel operates with 106,000 employees around the world. Key HR issues include whether to relocate staff from the U.S. or hire local managers in each country. The company also faces compensation challenges, navigating salary differences across regions. To improve effectiveness, Intel implements culture-specific training for all employee levels. These programs enhance cultural awareness, strengthen communication, and help staff navigate cross-border teamwork. International human resource management is essential for companies operating globally. It focuses on how firms manage people across borders to support international business success. Core processes in International HRM include staffing, training, compensating employees, and managing labor relations. These elements must align with both global standards and local expectations. Managing people internationally is complex due to differences in culture, economic systems, and legal frameworks. Companies must adapt their HR strategies to fit each country's unique context. The goal of International HRM is to maintain productivity while staying aligned with corporate objectives. Balancing global efficiency with local responsiveness is key to long-term success. Let's begin with the first key area of International HRM: staffing. Companies choose staffing strategies based on how deeply they operate across countries. In ethnocentric staffing, companies assign home country managers to oversee foreign operations. This helps maintain consistent corporate culture and decision-making across all locations. However, this approach can be costly and may cause tension between home and local employees. Cultural disconnects and relocation expenses are major drawbacks. Polycentric staffing means hiring local managers to run operations in their own countries. This approach improves cultural fit and helps reduce costs. A downside is weaker integration with headquarters. Local units may drift from the company's overall strategic direction. In geocentric staffing, companies hire the most qualified people regardless of nationality. This builds a globally integrated workforce and promotes best practices across borders. The challenge is higher cost. Firms often pay top salaries and relocation packages to attract global talent. Many companies use a blended approach, combining elements from all three models. They adapt staffing decisions based on strategic priorities, cost, and local conditions. After staffing decisions are made, companies must turn to recruitment and selection. This step focuses on acquiring the right people for global roles. Companies follow a balanced approach, attracting candidates and selecting those best suited for international operations. Workforce planning is essential in global business. Firms consider factors like market entry strategies, expansion goals, talent forecasting, and how well candidates can adapt to new cultures. Selection involves more than just technical skills. Companies also evaluate cultural adaptability and the ability to work effectively across borders and in diverse teams. Employees working abroad often experience culture shock. It can lead to stress, homesickness, and frustration as they adjust to unfamiliar norms and work environments. Returning home doesn't always mean smooth reintegration. Reverse culture shock can make reentry difficult, as employees readjust both psychologically and professionally to their native environment. Once the right people are hired, the next step is training and development. These programs prepare employees for global assignments and help them succeed across cultural boundaries. The goal is to build both technical skills and cultural awareness. Basic training introduces employees to their new environment. It includes briefings on local infrastructure and institutions, plus cultural orientations to explain local customs and expectations. Advanced training focuses on cultural assimilation and sensitivity. Employees learn social etiquette, business practices, and emotional awareness to adapt more effectively abroad. Language training helps employees communicate with confidence. This is especially important for long-term assignments where effective interaction is key to success. Field experience gives employees direct exposure to foreign cultures. Spending time on site before a full assignment helps reduce stress and improve adaptation. In some countries, governments and businesses work together to train workers. Apprenticeship programs like those in Germany and Japan combine classroom learning with hands-on experience to build practical skills. After training employees, companies must focus on how to compensate them fairly across countries. Compensation plays a critical role in attracting and retaining international talent. It includes salary structures, benefits, and location-specific incentives. Compensation varies by country due to economic conditions, legal regulations, and cultural expectations. Companies must adjust pay strategies to remain competitive and compliant in each location. Managerial compensation often includes base salaries, cost of living adjustments, and hardship allowances. These components help support employees relocating to challenging environments. Financial incentives like bonuses and tax exemptions motivate employees to accept international assignments. For example, U.S. expatriates may exclude part of their foreign-earned income from taxation. For non-managerial roles, wages are influenced by local labor rates and global labor market competition. Companies must balance global standards with local expectations. When relocating operations abroad, firms must consider local labor laws. Fair compensation is essential to maintaining workforce satisfaction and productivity. Compensation is only part of global HR strategy. Another critical area is labor management relations. These relationships are shaped by culture and politics, and they differ widely across countries. Labor unions vary in strength across countries. In some places, they strongly influence wages and working conditions, while in others, government policies limit their power. Japan promotes labor management cooperation to ensure workplace stability. In Germany, the codetermination model gives workers a direct voice in company decisions. International labor unions aim to improve working conditions and reduce child labor, but cross-border coordination remains difficult due to different laws, interests, and systems. Global job competition can unintentionally weaken unions. As workers in different countries compete, bargaining power drops and wage pressure rises. We've explored each element of International HRM, from staffing and recruitment to training and compensation. To close, we'll highlight what makes global HR especially challenging. Managing people worldwide means dealing with complexity and maintaining cultural sensitivity across every decision. A strong international HR strategy aligns 5 core areas: staffing, recruitment, training, compensation, and labor relations. When these elements work together, they boost productivity and global consistency. As global conditions shift, HR strategies must adapt. Companies need to stay responsive to cultural, legal, and economic changes to maintain a competitive edge. Let's begin our summary of International HRM. Staffing policies fall into three main types: ethnocentric, polycentric, and geocentric. Each reflects a different balance between global control and local responsiveness. Recruitment strategies differ by company size. Multinationals often recruit internally, while smaller firms rely on external hires. Choosing local managers can improve communication and cultural understanding. Training prepares employees for cultural and operational differences. It includes cultural briefings, sensitivity training, and host country fieldwork. These tools reduce adjustment time and improve effectiveness abroad. Managerial compensation considers job complexity, location, and relocation costs. Packages may include housing, education, and hardship bonuses. For non-managers, local wage rates and laws shape pay structures. Labor relations impact global HR strategy and site selection. These relations are influenced by national culture, union strength, and political systems. Companies must adapt to diverse labor expectations around the world. Thank you for exploring International HRM with us. We hope this summary helps you understand the global people strategy better.